Damascus Destruction Update. From the Daily Mail, Apocalypse, Damascus bombed out houses and rubble for as far as the eye can see. This shattered landscape is all that remains of one suburb in Syria's capital. This has some wondering if this might be a fulfillment of Isaiah 17, specifically 17:1. It says, "The burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be a ruinous heap." And the next couple of verses say, "The cities of Aror are forsaken. They shall be for flocks which shall lie down, and none shall make them afraid. The fortress also shall cease from Ephraim, and the kingdom from Damascus, and the remnant of Syria. They shall be as the glory of the children of Israel, saith the Lord of hosts." So are we seeing a partial fulfillment? Is this something that that's taking place now? It says, "With rows of crumbling buildings stretching to the horizon and not a soul in sight, these apocalyptic scenes reveal the shocking legacy of the Syrian war. Once home to spectacular ancient landmarks and a bustling population, the Damascus neighborhood of Jobar now lies in ruins." As this dramatic drone footage shows, and there's drone footage on the site, all that remains are bombed out homes, decaying concrete, and deserted streets as far as the eye can see. And it shows a couple pictures. It says, "The suburb has been the focus of heavy aerial bombardments and intense fighting between the Syrian army and rebel groups for more than 2 years. Forces loyal to President Bashar al-Assad have made several attempts to retake Jobar, the latest coming in October, but rebel groups have maintained the upper hand thanks to a vast network of underground tunnels, which they use to hide and move around. The area is strategically important because it is located next to the Abbasid Square roundabout, which leads to the center of the Syrian capital. It was reported by RT, which obtained the aerial video footage. Before the civil war broke out in 2011, the neighborhood was home to 300,000 residents and boasted several ancient landmarks, including the Jobar Jewish Synagogue. It also housed the Grand Jobar Mosque, the tomb of the prophet Elijah, and ancient baths built during the Ottoman era. And it says rebel groups have maintained the upper hand thanks to the vast network of underground tunnels, which they use to hide and run around. So, really interesting stuff. It has some people wondering if this is a fulfillment of the Isaiah prophecy, which speaks of Damascus becoming a ruinous heap. And I mean, Syria's has been in the headlines for quite a while. There's one on here: United States held secret communications with Assad's regime for years in a bid to limit violence in Syria, officials claim. It says U.S. officials held secret communications with members of President Bashar al-Assad's government to try to limit violence in Syria, the Wall Street Journal reported on Thursday. President Barack Obama's administration explored ways to encourage a military coup in 2011 as the civil war in the country got underway. American intelligence officials identified army officers belonging to Assad's minority Alawite sect who could lead a coup, but they found new weak spots to exploit, the journal said, citing interviews with more than 24 people, including current and former U.S. officials. There's also another headline that says hundreds of wounded ISIS fighters and their families are allowed to leave rebel-held areas of Damascus for treatment after negotiating a deal with Assad's government. Russia has killed at least 200 civilians with its cluster munitions and bombs in Syria, claims Amnesty International. Bombed out houses and rubble as far as the eye can see. That was the one that we just read. So it's all over the news. It's obviously big things are happening in geopolitics. So I'm interested to know what you think. Is this a fulfillment, or at least a partial fulfillment of Isaiah 17:1? Is this something that we might be able to see in our near future? There are some who claim that Isaiah 17:1 has already been fulfilled. I haven't really seen a lot of strong evidence on that, though, so if you have anything to share in those regards, feel free to do so. But let us know what you think in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, share, rate, comment, all that fun stuff. As always, thank you for watching, take care, and God bless.